All right, guys, so we're back over here at the Spider Crusher and just setting up a couple of things here in a little workshop type area. One, I wanted to have a well here so that we had an unlimited source of water. I've got my building blocks here. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've never built a spider farm before. I've done a zombie farm before. I've done mob farms, like AFK mob farms. I've built a couple of those before, but never an XP farm like this before. I've also built a cactus farm, but this is a first for me, so I'm not 100% certain everything that we're going to need. I think this will cover it. I grabbed a little bit of everything, but I've kind of got an idea in mind of how I want to do the grinder room, style wise. But I've not ever done one. I know the basic mechanics of it, but anyway, little workshop area. We've got our stonecutter crafting table. This is going to be for just kind of some bulk storage, and then these are our building blocks here. Some stuff, some materials that I think that we're going to need. Of course, I brought the bed with us, and we also have water as well. The very first thing that we need to do is we need to get over here and make the spawning room. Okay, so the spawning room is going to need to be the first thing that we do, and the spawning room itself needs to be 9 blocks by 9 blocks, so 9 blocks wide by 9 blocks wide. So from here we would count off that as 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a block there. So 1, 2, 3. No, I'm sorry, 4, and then a block there. So 4, 5, and then go that way as well. So we need to be 9 by 9. We want to go about 3 blocks above the spawner. So spawner being 1, then 2, 3, 4, and then we'll go 5 below. And that'll be the spawning room. So I'm going to time lapse that because it's literally going to be nothing but a bunch of digging. And so I'm going to go ahead and time lapse that, get that knocked out, and then we'll continue forward after that. All right, guys. So we are all wrapped up clearing out the actual spawner room now, and was just doing a little bit of experimenting and such, and trying to figure out water run and all the different things there. So here's what I've got. Right. So we've got our 9 by 9 by 9 room, spawner room. Down at the bottom, you're going to have water that runs across the floor like this. So now that water will run 8 blocks, right? And then I am doing I don't think you have to do a 2 wide, but I'm thinking for spiders it might be better to keep the system from getting blocked up or jammed up. So I'm doing a 2 wide track here. Now it's going to go 8 blocks, so it drops off 2 to put our water in. It'll go 8 blocks, and then it will drop down again, and then I think it goes like 3 to. Oh man, don't go down there. What are you doing? Pick that. There we go. Okay, so and then I've got this other little hallway over here, and right down here is where our bubble columns are going to go. We're going to have a dual bubble column here that comes up, and then the spiders come out into this hallway here, which will be the grinder room once it's all said and done. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to prep everything based on what look I'm going for, and I'm just trying to do that now because this will be permanent once it's in. So I think I'm gonna do like the oak or the dark oak logs like that, and then some black glass like that. And I think that'll work. And then I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna put up here. But I'm thinking like oak logs along the bottom like that, around the whole room. And then this will come up, and then you'll stand here and the spiders will be right there, and then you just whack them from here, I think. So I know that's probably confusing as all get out, thinking about it right now, but let me see if I can just get a little bit more work done here, and then maybe it will make a little bit more sense to you as to what I am going for. So let me play around a little bit, and then we'll figure this out. All right, guys. So here in the crusher room or grinder room, we've got this just a temporary. I mean, this is kind of the look that I want the grinder room to have. With the dark oak, we're going to tie in some spruce, some cut stones, and then the iron gates for sure. That looks cool. So I think this is the grinder area. I think this is done here. So basically what'll happen is if it works properly, the spawners right there, they should spawn, and from that fall into our track system of water, and then a double bubble column back behind the glass here, and then they just come up and they come out here, but they can't go anywhere because of the iron gates. And then the iron gate is also, or iron fence is also stopping the water. So when they come up, they should be automatically pushed forward here into this area, and then we can stand right underneath here and kill them with our sword. And then all their drops will drop right on top of us, as well as the XP. I think this should work. So let's go downstairs now. I blocked this off with just some glass. I'm hoping that it doesn't let in too much light, because that would be cool to come down the hall and see that. And then our access will be here, of course. So we need to, if I can go down the ladder here, go down the ladder. There we go. Now down here, what I'll do is I'll just put a door in here like that. And then I can go in through here, and then that'll also, the door itself will keep the water from coming through. Now, I need to do, before we do this, I need to do this lower water area. So I'm going to go ahead and block that off. And, well, before we do that, I should probably show you how it looks. So yeah, so water is going to come, this is 8 blocks, so double water here. So they'll come over, they'll spawn, they'll come over, they'll drop into this trough with double water going here, which will stop here. And then another double water will pick up here. The signs are holding back the bubble column. But at the same time, the signs are also going to keep the water from going all the way up. So we're going to need some ice there to kind of force the spiders across that and into that area there. So hopefully that works and doesn't cause us any problems. I think it should. I think they should carry right across there, no problem. So then we will just take our water here and go like that, and then also like this. Now we have double water going there into the bubble column. And then I have to run back upstairs again because I only brought 2 buckets with me. It's going to be kind of a long process of going back and forth to get water. Luckily, we don't need a whole heck of a lot of it. So we'll grab a couple more buckets there and then head back down. And this will finish up our trough system. So then we'll just go right over here and boom and boom. And that should be pushing the water, except for this block here. Here, let's do this. I don't want to get stuck in the water here, but then we'll just jump up here and then we'll take and put that block back. Just like this. Now, and then I can also go ahead and tear this out. Just like that. And then that should still be working right. We'll probably have a piece of stone up top now. Let's see, did it work? Yep, boom, it works. Okay, so as long as the spiders don't act crazy, then the system itself should do what it's supposed to do. And let's see, we can go ahead and sleep now. And then when we wake up, we will go ahead and grab, let's grab a couple more buckets of water. Oh, whoops, I guess we need to get the water, huh? And now I just need to finish putting all of the water on the floor system so that it works. And then it'll be time to test it out. So we're going to go, and it has to be on every block or it won't work properly. So just like that. And then we'll run back up again. Now, this should be the last 2 buckets of water that we need, and we have a full system now. Now we need to get these torches off of the walls. So to do that, let me go back over here in the safety of not washing into the system. And I've got some dirt here, so we'll use some dirt. And let's see, we've got one there, boom, and then let's see here, one there, hopefully. Oh, and here come the spiders already. Oh dang, I can't get out of here. It's already working. So all right, come on, spider. Wash on down through the system. What's holding him from washing down the system there? That's what I don't know. Is what's keeping him? What's holding him up? Oh no! Get back down there. Oh yeah. Nope. What is going on here? Maybe that'll work. Oh boy. All right, guys, I think I've got this thing figured out. So I had to play around with the water a little bit down in the spawner room. It seemed like the current wasn't strong enough to really push them. And then I had a little bit of a hiccup up top. I left like one block. You can see now like that water is right against the block. And what I did was I left like one block above the water, pushing them this way. And when I did that, let's see. Hold on. I have my mending pickaxe on right now. I want to see what kind we get here. So I'm just going to take the mending pickaxe out. But anyway, I had a block right there open, and so they were getting up in top there and hanging out. So now there's a bunch here right now. It looks like just 2, but it's actually way more. Let's see, what is going on here? There we go. Dude, this was just like the spiders that spawned in just a very short period of time while I was working on that. So, I mean, I went from, that was one full point. So I went from like 22.5 to almost 23.5, just in that, you know, group that had spawned there. So, and I think like once that spawner gets going, like they just they'll start coming in, like it's like they all get huddled up or something and get pushed this way. So I'm not, you know, I'm not really sure exactly, you know, how it works or whatever, as far as you know, what how like when I was in there working on it, I had a couple of them that climbed up on the ceiling, and maybe that was just, you know, by default or whatever. I'm not real sure why that happened the way that it did, but either way, it seems to be working. I think now hanging out like within a certain point here, I think it, like right here, so it has to be within 16 blocks, right? You have to be within 16 blocks of the spawner for it to work. So like right here should be about 16. So we know that this is block number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so 15, 16 is right here. So inside of the room here, I should be able to go probably, you know, probably to about right here, and it's still work. So yeah, I think this is a success in the sense of it's my first farm. Now, could it be better? Probably, yeah. I mean, what would be even better is if I had 2 spawners feeding it at the same time. That would be ideal, but I don't know if that's going to work. And it might still be a little bit too light there. Another tip for spawning or for using a spawner as well is you have to consider the spawner cap within a loadable chunk, or within loadable chunks from here. So if it's dark outside and we're right underneath, you know, we're right underneath this mountain of terracotta, basically in the Badlands. So if there are mobs spawning up top, then that's going to prevent more mobs from spawning down here. The more mobs that are spawned up top or around us in loadable chunks. So there's that 100 mob, like I hear a zombie right now. There's that loadable, there's 100, I think it's 100 mobs is the cap within, you know, at one point in time. So if there's a bunch of mobs spawned upstairs at night, in the loadable chunks, or if there's a cave system below us or anything like that, then that's also going to play a part in it as well. So that could affect how many spawns you get in your spawner too. So yeah, so it's working. I'm super stoked to have an XP farm now that works. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these things kind of stockpile up. I'm going to go check and see what it looks like outside right now. And then another thing I might do is put some trapdoors over these windows and maybe make it a little bit darker in there and see if that doesn't help as well. I caught a glimpse just now. It's hard for me to see, though. Yeah, see, like, these spiders are falling. So they're spawning kind of all over the place. And so there could probably be even more, depending on, you know, how you're spawn. I don't know how you would keep them from climbing on things, other than, you know, by default they try to get to you. And I mean, that's how they act. So anyway, in just a couple of minutes that we've been here, we've gone up to 2 XP, and I'm cool with that. Like, that's better than nothing, for sure. So anyway, all right, guys. So I think what I'm going to do now is just kind of work on this grinder room a little bit, get it decorated up the way I want it decorated, and then I'll come back one more time for to close out our video with our finished grinder room. All right, guys, so we've got everything all wrapped up now with the spawner farm, and man, oh man, I'm excited about this. So the grinder room here, nothing really that fancy, and you know, with us being as early game as we are, I really don't have a lot of stuff to kind of decorate with. So just trying to make do with what I've got. And, you know, it works. It's everything that we need to come over here and stock up on some XP. Got a couple of chests here just for some string and eyes that we're going to get when we drop. Eventually we'll add the, you know, more chests in here as we get more stuff, because I'm sure we'll fill those up pretty quick. Of course, we've got our bed in here because if we watch our clock here, we can see. So remember what I was saying about max mobs within loadable chunks. And so when do most of those mobs spawn, right? Most of them spawn at night in the dark. So what I'm doing now is having this clock here. Right now we can see it's daytime. So as it starts to get nighttime, we'll just kind of keep an eye on that, because we may come over here and be over here for a while collecting XP. So what we'll do is we can just keep an eye on the clock and know exactly what time of the day it is, when we need to sleep. And that way it limits the amount of spawns of mobs that are spawned around us, more so up above us. But yeah, just did a little variance of the dark oak, because we've got the dark oak in here, and did some spruce on the floor. We have an anvil in here, so if we're you know, putting enchanted books on tools, which will come, you know, a little bit later in the game, enchanting will kind of evolve from enchanting on an enchantment table more so to using more enchanted books, and for that we would use an anvil, and that burns up quite a bit of XP. So it works out good to be in here. Of course, we've got a crafting table in here, a bed, and the clock, like I said. A couple of lights and some chests. I use the kelp blocks just for decoration, because I thought that, look, if you look at that and then look at that, it looks like blocks of spider hide, like we've killed that many. So anyway, look, you know, I've been over here for probably half hour maybe, just kind of working on the grinder room here, and just killing the spiders as they are showing up. Now, if you guys have ever used mending on a pickaxe before, you know how much XP that absorbs. So my mending pickaxe was almost empty, completely empty. And about to break. And so in just about a half hour of just not even consistently doing this, just running back and forth between the base and such, I've almost mended that back up. And I think, you know, thinking about it, I don't think this needed to be a double. I think you could get away with doing a single, but I'm kind of happy that we did a double, because I feel like it allows more spiders in there, so you're not damaging your sword as much. I don't know. That's my thought, I guess. You're getting more hits, more strikes on spiders with one single sweep. Maybe, I don't know. But either way, All right, guys. So listen, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I had a blast making it, and I'm so excited to have our XP farm up and running now. So yeah, guys. Hey, don't forget, drop a like on the like button if you like the video. Hit the subscribe button. I've got lots more videos coming. Listen, as we get further on in the game, I'm going to be doing some cooler builds, more farms, more redstone stuff, more cool stuff, more modern builds, bigger builds. All those fun things. I know the first few episodes of any Let's Play is kind of boring, so I'm looking forward to moving forward into some more exciting stuff. So listen, guys, I appreciate you watching, and until next time, goodbye.